doing? Hi guys, it's Pure Gaming. Today we're back and we are not doing any type of gaming video. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a modding tutorial. For the next few videos I'm basically just going to show you how to mod GTA. So I've got a fresh version of GTA. Now the first thing you need to learn about modding is, instead of going on your files and trying to locate the game that way, if you have the Steam version, literally just load up Steam, right click, properties, local files, and then once you click browse local files, you're then in your main directory, and there you go. That's everything you need. Okay, now also what is very important to know is if you ever have a game crash or something goes wrong where the game's a bit laggy or something, doesn't seem right in the game, always try this first before start doing anything. If you want to take files out, that's up to you, but you could be taking loads of files out for it to be simply something that the game can sort out itself with Steam, and all it does is it verifies all your files and there's no issue there whatsoever. It literally just does it. It takes a few minutes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to load here. I'm going to load this up. Now this is your main directory. This is where you'll have plugins and pretty much everything that you need. And you'll load Rage plugin in here. You'll never really need to use this, play GTA 5, because what I would normally do, if I want to test, say, a vehicle in game, I'll load it up on here, not on Rage, because Rage plugin is mainly for the plugins itself. And it's also for actually playing Lspdfr. But when we're just trying to test peds and guns and cars, you may as well just load up normal GTA that loads quicker than Rage, because Rage is trying to load Rage and the game. So, always works best. Now we're going to start simple today. Now I've thrown a few things at you, but hopefully it's not too hard to understand. And obviously, as I will say at the end of this video too, any issues, my Discord link is in the description, and as anyone will tell you on my Discord, I do pretty much spend hours, I devote pretty much most of my days to just sorting other people's issues out on their games and things like that. Because one, if you can enjoy the game and play it just like I can, then the community works better and more people can put up screenshots of their cool little scenes and scenarios. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get OpenIV. So what you want to do is you're going to go Google and you want to type in GTA V. Now, if you ever want to try and find mods, as you can see here, GTA V mods, GTA V Stop the Ped, always put GTA V first. Always put GTA 5 or V first, just so it gives you that, it just gives you the exact answer you want. OpenIV. Okay. So, GTA V, OpenIV. Here we go. So you click on this one. The link will be in the description to this too. Anything that I use will be in the description with a nice link. So what you do is you download now. Now, as I've already got it, but I'll show you what you do. You download, you click on it, and then you just follow the simple steps. Now, once you load up OpenIV, you want to go over here. You want to go to your OpenIV. Please ignore this background. It's basically just got all my thumbnails in other games and that. So, what you want to do is you're going to click on Windows, because that's what you're using. Using a Windows computer, or whatever the equivalent of your computer is. And basically, it'll just take a few minutes to load up on first ever attempt of loading. And as you'll see here, you'll have basically just everything you need. And then you'll have tools and package installer will be where we do, in other videos I'll show you how to use that with OpenIV packs and things like that. You'll also have your ASI manager, that what you'll do, I'll show you now, is you want to make sure all these are installed. Always want these installed, because these are things like that'll stop your mod working and your trainer and that. So, now you've got that, you've got a mods folder. So basically, by going on tools, go on ASI manager and install these, and you, as you can see, will get yourself a mods folder. Now if you want to make one yourself, it doesn't really matter, as long as you have a mods folder, because that is where you'll put all your mods. I'll show you in a little bit, we'll get into, I don't want to go too much into depth into something we can do in the next video, because we're just getting the game basic stuff started. So what we're going to do Just going to Google. I'm going to go GTA V. Now I use Simple Trainer. You can use whatever you want. But I always use Simple. As long as you have a mods folder, because that is where you'll put all your mods. I'll show you in a little bit. You know, we'll get into. I don't want to go too much into depth into something we can do in the next video, because we're just getting the game basic stuff started. So what we're gonna do? Just gonna Google. I'm gonna go GTA V. Now I use Simple Trainer. You can use whatever you want. But I always use Simple. As long as you have a mods folder, because that is where you'll put all your mods. I'll show you in a little bit. You know, we'll get into. I don't want to go too much into depth into something we can do in the next video, because we're just getting the game basic stuff started. So what we're gonna do? Just gonna go. There is always going to be a README in most of these files on GTA. If there's not a README in the actual file itself here, then go to the page, and normally there is an install. Now, if there isn't an install, then there isn't. You'll just have to ask someone, or it'll be something very simple. But most of the time, there is an install. It's normally on the cars and the guns and things like that, and the pets, that there will be an install information. But also, because there's a README here, there doesn't need to be one on here, but sometimes there's one on both. So what we're going to do, we'll open up the README, because we'll basically, if we've never modded before, we don't know what we're doing, and that's free advertisement. We're not going to help you there, I'm afraid. Okay, so your README document will open. Okay, so this will tell you what you get, and in-game options. So what we're after is the install. Now, I hope it explains what it tells us, because I know how to. Here we go. Installation instructions. Okay, so the trainer consists of the ASI and the INI file. As you can see, these two files are the only two that you actually need. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to copy them both into the game root of the game. Now, in addition, you will need script_v, the script hook. Now, we'll get to that next, don't worry, we'll do baby steps. Okay, so you're going to load up your GTA 5 directory that you'll already have here, and you will get your two trainers, little trainer files, and all you'll do is you'll drag and drop. Literally, drag and drop. The easiest thing you can do. And then you can get rid of that. That can go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to exit. We're going to go on here. We're going to go back onto Google, and we're going to type script hook V. And as you can see, there you go. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to download, not the download SDK. You want to just download. Okay, and that I'll open through WinRAR again for you. And there you go, as you can see, very quick, simple, done. Now what you're going to do is the stuff you need is in bin. But always get the README up first and understand, if you don't know what you're doing, you're best reading it. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to copy scripthookv.dll to the game main folder, basically where the GTA 5.exe is. Now that is basically that and that. Them two, as long as they're in the game, and that one, then this is where you add your plugins and things like that. Okay. So what you're going to do is you want to add these two to the folder. So what you'll do is you go here, and you'll go there. Now all you're going to do is that, like we did with the last lot, we just highlight, drag, and drop. And it will say the destination has already been, and all you do is you replace it. Because all it is it's replacing something that's in the game for a more updated version to what you're using, or what you're going to add to it. So, what we're going to do is we will exit that. So, you have a trainer now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use the simple trainer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Steam. We're just going to load it up. And I'm going to show you how to use the trainer very quickly and simple. So, you've got script hook V that is allowing and enabling the trainer to work. I'll show you how to use the trainer, where everything is in the trainer. We'll join back once the game's loaded because it'll take a few minutes. Okay guys. Okay, so as you can see, we've loaded in game. Now, that is the menu that you want. Okay, so to do that, you'll press F3. Now F3 brings up the menu. Now, if you are a controller user, I'll show you how to use the controller first, because a lot of people will use controller. So, what we're going to do is you use up and down on the D-pad. If you want to go down, use down on the D-pad. If you want to go up, use up on the D-pad. It's pretty simple. And you press A and B to go back, obviously. A is forward, B to go back. So okay, if you want to go on options, that's fine. If you don't want to go on options, you press B and you go on something else. Okay, so your options, you have your God mode, you never wanted, your clear wanted, things like that, your cops. You can have things over here like add more money, max health. So there's lots of things that you can do to enhance your game. And then if you want to get onto this, A and B to go back, obviously. A is forward, B to go back. So okay, if you want to go on options, that's fine. If you don't want to go on options, you press B and you go on something else. Okay, so your options, you have your God mode, you never wanted, your clear wanted, things like that, your cops. You can have things over here like lots of things that you can do to enhance your game. And then if you want to get onto this, A and B to go back, obviously. A is forward, B to go back. So okay, if you want to go on options, you can change the colour of the car with each thing will change. We can do chrome, and you can also change, I think you can change the colour of chrome. Let's see whether we can, or whether it just goes chrome. No, it just goes chrome. But that's still, it's cool. And obviously then if you go down, you can have a look at your vehicle wheels, you can customise and things like that. Basically, your whole vehicle menu is here. This is where you can then go into vehicle mod and you can add spoilers, as you can see. And you can do all that fun stuff that you do on GTA Online. You can do it here. Now, you go to bodyguard ped. So, as you can see, bodyguard / ped spawning. This is basically the simple thing of how to have a partner if you want to do Lspdfr. Or just have a bodyguard if you're doing some cool, like, gameplay. So, what you do, first of all, is you select the model you want to use. So, let's say I want a police. In fact, I want security with me at all times. So, what I do is I go to that person and I click A. So, there you go. Security selected. Now, I then want to click on the weapon selection. And I want to pick what weapon they want to use. I want them using a carbine, so I click A. Then I click go down, confirm selection, and you click A. Now if you want to add any attachments, do that, then confirm selection. So we click scope, and I want a flashlight on them, want an extended clip. Okay, so then what you do is then you click confirm selection again. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to spawn bodyguard, and there you go. There he is, security there. Now if I pull out my gun, he'll pull out his gun. Okay, now if you spawn random bodyguard, it'll just spawn someone random. And if you spawn a ped, it'll spawn the same guy we just chose as a bodyguard as a ped. Now obviously that person was going to attack me, that ped, so my bodyguards have protected me. Now if I spawn a random ped, it'll just spawn a random guy trying to attack me, as you can see. And you spawn a random attacking ped, it does the same thing, and you can keep going down throughout the menus. And obviously if I want to change clothing, what I want to do, so I want to click on this guy, there you go. Then I click down one, and I can change his clothes, if it has any clothes to be changed. Not that this guy does. Where's security? Let's go to this guy. Sure, he'll have something you can probably change, maybe. Okay, maybe I've not picked the best guy, I think. Ah, there you go. As you can see, I'm changing his actual character. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you quickly. I'm going to get rid of the cops very quick. I'm going to go on God mode and I'm going to go never wanted. There you go. We're not wanted and we'll never die. So, the next thing you have is your vehicle menu. Now obviously if you're playing Lspdfr, you want to go to emergency and you'll pick your cars. Obviously if we're just on a stock game, we've not added anything yet, so these are the cars that we have. Okay, that's cool. So, obviously, each category has each thing, and obviously, with the vehicle option, you can bonify them cars. Then you go down, and you go to model spawning. Now, you might want to change the ped that you actually are, so if you want to be a cop, you can be a cop. Here you go, SWAT. There you go, the standard SWAT. Want to become a sheriff, the standard sheriff. And then, once you've picked the character you want to be, you go on close menu, and you can add things like your upper close, you want to go that. You might want to add something there. It's saying something on the hat. Sometimes, as you can see, it'll say something's changing, but it's actually not. You go to accessories, there's nothing. You can be a cop. Here you go, SWAT. There you go, the standard SWAT. One hats, got proper sheriff's hat there. You can get glasses sometimes, there you go, lots of glasses. And basically you can do that. Then we go to object spawning. Now, I don't actually use it, so I'm not actually sure what it is, but I'm assuming I can just spawn things. But I don't actually know how to use it. Hang on, it says press X to preview. Okay, there you go. There's your gate. That's cool. You can spawn them. Now, teleporting is always a good one, because you might want to teleport to a certain area of the map, like over here. Now, I'm going to teleport here. It might take a second to load in, but then there you go. You teleported. Or you might want to go, let's say, I don't know, you might want to go North Yankton. Might take a second to load. There you go. You're in North Yankton. How cool. Now, I want to go back to the lighthouse. There you go. But a really important one is teleport to waypoint. You might want to go to a set place in the map. Let's say you want to go here to the cop station. You can go here. There you go. Now, what is important to know, that when you get Lspdfr, there will be an F4 menu that will allow you just to spawn to this police station and things like that. So when we get new plugins, I will explain how quick things can be. Now, obviously, as you would have saw, there is no actual map. Now, if you want to get that, we can have the full map, and you don't want to have to play through the whole game. All you do is you go across, you go prison, and there you go. And now, you can see the whole map. How easy? Very easy indeed. Now, what else we got? We've got time. So you can do, you can change the time to noonday. And obviously, if you want to freeze that time, you can. Or you can have real game time. Now, let me try and find where that is. Real game time, unfreeze, and there you go. So now every minute is a minute, every hour is an hour. Then you go down. You have your weapons. So you can remove all weapons, you can add all weapons, and basically it'll give you every weapon in the game. Now, to customize weapons, so let's say we have this lovely, what we'll do is we'll just quickly change the time, because obviously we want to basically see what we're doing, and for you guys to see fully. There you go. So we have the special carbine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on weapons. I'm going to go on weapon attachments and tint menu, and as you can see here, I can add things. I can attach suppressor, scope, grip, and then I can add these weird metal finish, I guess, and then there's that, and then there's nothing else I can add, but then I can add tints, so I can make the gun green. But I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get rid of that first, and then there you go, I can change the gun colour. That's cool. Right, so that's how you have that. Now if you play in Lspdfr, you might want to get the fire extinguisher out, so you know you attend a fire. So, you attend a fire, you might want to pull out the fire extinguisher. That's a working fire extinguisher that does put out fires. That's very cool. And obviously you have all your information there that you need, all your weapons and things like that. So, then you go to weather. That's just the simple, you can change the weather, each thing that you want. And obviously you can force the weather, so you might want to take force weather off, you might want snow. You can keep it so it stays, and obviously all you do is you do that. You want foggy. You enable it there, then you enable the wind, and you can also enable snow, but I don't think you can when you're freezing the weather. So, there you go, there's your snow. How cool. Right, so that is Simple Trainer. Now, if you use other trainers, I don't know them, but it will be the same sort of thing. You know, you press F3 or F4, and your menu's there. Now, I basically explained how to do it with your controller. Now this is how you do it with your keyboard. Now your keyboard's a bit different. You press F3 the same as you would with your controller, because you can't open the menu with your controller. Now, what you want to do is if you go to the right hand side of your keyboard, you have like the numpad where you have all the numbers. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you go up 4, 5, 6, you go up 7, 8, 9, and you have numlock and all that. So, what you want to do, as you can see, we're over options. Now if you press 5 on that keyboard, it opens. So, you automatically know 5 is basically how you go on things. Now, to get back, is backspace. But unfortunately, you'll have to reopen the thing and press F3. Then, to go up or down, down is 2 on the keypad and 8 is up. Now because I've explained what's in the menu, that's very simple. But what I'll have to tell you is let's get in a vehicle. Let's get in a vehicle. So basically, let's go back. Let's trace. So I want to go into a vehicle. So I go down, down, and then I press 5 to open, then 5 open again, and I press 5 to open again. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go F3, and I'm going to go 8 to go up, 8 to go up again, 5 to enter that, and then keep pressing 8 until I get to the vehicle colour. So I'm going to press 5 to go into that. Now if I want to change the colour, I'm going to have to then press 6 on that keypad to go right and 4 to go left. And you can keep doing that until you find the colour you want, and there you go. So that's how you use your controller and your keyboard. You might want to use your keyboard, you might want to use your controller. It depends how you work. If you use keyboard only, then good on you, just use keyboard. But if you use controller, use the controller to your advantage as much as you can. Because look, I find it a lot easier getting through the menu and that with my controller than I do with the keyboard. But if I have to use keyboard, I have to use keyboard. Now, you might want to search things. So if you want to search for, say, like, let's say, a ped model, you can search. Let's say, cop. There you go. And then you have your cop outfits. Now, obviously, you might want to go down, click that cop. There you go. Now, it's the same for vehicles. You go all the way to the bottom, and you search for vehicle, and let's say, adder. There you go. And that's your adder. How cool. That's it. That's simple training for you. That's how easy it is to use. Now, that is where we're going in this video, because I don't want to make it any more complicated. I literally want this first video to be how to literally access the game, the main directory, what to add to have a trainer, because everyone wants a trainer. It's just good to have and easy to have when you're modding and playing GTA 5 and things like that. Because if you load up Lspdfr and you want to... Okay, let's say you get a cop car, a real life cop car modded into the game. Okay? You want to basically find that cop car and check that it works, the lights on it and all that. Now, you don't want to be going to the cop station and trying to find that car and things like that. Just use the trainer and then load it straight up. So guys, that is where we're going to end this first video of GTA 5 modding. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it has been very helpful. And there will be more videos in more depth into things that we're going to be going into next. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, in my description, there is a link to the Discord and all my other social medias and things like that. The Discord, there's a support channel, and basically the basic is for the basic things that we'll go into another day. But just go into the support and say, I need help with this, or can you show me how to do that? And there's a thing called TeamViewer. I'll put the link in the description to that too. But that is what I use to help people. Basically just control their computer and do the mods for them and have them watching. And I'll show them and I'll talk them through it and things like that. I've got no problem at 4 or 5 in the morning telling someone how to mod. I love doing that. It's something I enjoy. If people are enjoying games, then I'm enjoying what I do. If people come to me and go, oh, can you help me do this? So I've got no problem whatsoever. Don't feel afraid to message me or one of my admins or whatever, moderators. They'll pass it through to me if they don't know what to do. So, that's where I'm going to end this video. If there is a certain part of modding you want to do, put it in the comment section and let me know. Because obviously then I'll know, after I've done so many videos of modding, what you want me to do. But you might comment on this video, but in the next video, we might have what you want me to do. So it won't matter. But I still want you to comment what you want me to do, in case it's not something I think of in the next few days to do. Before the videos come out, these will all be recorded in one. And then you can just go, oh, I want to do that. I might have done it, but there might be something that I haven't done at all, and I'll have to then do a video on that. And there isn't a problem with that, because I might not know how to do it, and then I'll learn, and then I'll show you guys. But most of the modern stuff, I do know what to do, and I know how to sort issues out. Again, we'll go into later videos. It'll be showing you how to, like, sort corrupted files out that are not easy to deal with. But that is the end of this video, guys. That's a lot of waffling there that you've probably not enjoyed or probably clicked off the video. Hopefully, the ones that haven't clicked off the video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.